What's going on, guys? This is the War Chair. We're back with episode 45 of our Dark Souls 2 Scholar First Sin walkthrough. This episode, taking on Velstadt, area boss. Last episode, basically did the entire Crypt. We just have to do Velstadt, and we're going to talk to Vendrick, but we're not going to actually fight him, because we have no giant souls as of yet. And for anyone that's ever tried to fight him without giant souls, you know that it's pretty much impossible. Should I spend these souls? I feel like I should spend these souls. We'll spend them later. See, now the thing here is you're going to want a short-ranged weapon, like our mace, and you're going to see why in a second. Now, we are overweight, but that does not matter. Yeah, right there, because of these guys. There's going to be a hidden one there, the guy that popped up there, and then this thing. He's walking around the corner out here. So you're going to want to hit all three of those, because every one of them is going to try and ring that bell. Oh, there's a fourth one. Yeah, see how sneaky they can be? So you want to kill all of them, because every one of them is going to try and ring that bell. And that bell spawns a bunch of the Laedia, the knights, those things that were back spawning out of the tombstones. So once you kill them, you're pretty much set to advance down to the end. No, you can just run past these guys, but I'm actually going to take them out one by one, just so I don't get caught. There used to be like 6 or 7 Cyan Knights here, but they changed it. With Scholar, they made it so that there's 2 Cyan Knights and one Dragon Rider. And the one thing they did is they made Dragon Rider pretty much like a common enemy. It's kind of cool though. Like what is it? Dark Souls 1, they made Taurus and Capra Demons common enemies when you got to what was it? Demon Ruins, I believe. So that's kind of the same concept. They made Ruin Sentinels and Dragon Riders common enemies when you get to this point in the game. Okay, I don't think there's any items back here, but there are some chests after we smoke this guy. This guy has more health than dual Dragon Riders and the actual Dragon Rider. That's shocking. You'd think that this guy would have less health, because he's not a boss. Pretty much just ring around the rosy with this guy. Circle left / right. Dodge his attacks. Beat on him when you can. Don't let him smash you like he just did there. Oh, staggered. Get fucked. Alright, so there's 4 chests. I don't believe they're mimics. I hope they're not. Okay, that looks good. These are also a new addition with Scholar. They never used to be 4 chests here. Torch. Poison throwing knives, 15 of them. And a dark night stone. Now we could pull Agdane in for this, but we ain't going to need him. Velstadt's a pretty easy fight. Although I am going to throw on a resin just for a little extra damage. A little extra damage. He's got a pretty cool cutscene too. He's like, "Oh, you fucked up now." Little does he know, he's the one that fucked up. Oh, fuck. Now, he's very easily parryable. Gotta watch that attack. He's got a lot of reach with it. Now, you can only parry the... I think it's the side swing. You cannot parry the overhead attack. At least I don't think so. As you can see, we're doing really good damage. I think he's trying to buff here. So we're gonna just lay on the heat. Do as much damage as we can. Because now he does turbo damage. Turbo Velstadt, as you can see right there. Up. Chug Estus, don't hurt me. Do your magic attack. Ooh, that crit damage. That crit damage, though. That crit damage. Oh, he got me there. Too bad it's GG, son. So Velstadt goes down. Now we can move on and finally talk to Vendrick. The whole reason we decided to come to this place. Chug some quick Estus. What's going on, Vendrick? How you doing? Still walking around here dragging that sword? Grab the King's Ring. Hit Vendrick for old time's sake. Come up here, talk to the magically appearing Emerald Herald.
King, use it to gain passage through the King's Gate and venture to the far east. Bearer of the curse.
She basically tells us to go to Aldia's Keep at this point.
Then one day you will walk without root.
Alright, so now we can pretty much warp back to the bonfire. Then from there we'll go to Majula. We'll upgrade some stuff. And then we'll move on to Aldia by going to the, I think it's Ruin Fork Road in the Shaded Woods. And we'll finally be able to take that forward path. Because now we have the King's Ring, and now we also have access to Giant Lord Memory. But we will do that in a later episode. I do have a good amount of souls now. I think I'm like SL 103, 102, somewhere in there. So we just hit 100. Let's check real quick. Player status 104. So pretty good. We're about 100 off the build I use for PvP videos. Yeah, we're looking good. Just short of 1,000,000 soul memory. And it's only costing us about 14, almost 15,000 to upgrade, which is not bad at all. Not bad at all. So I think right now, quick overview of our build, because I've been upgrading as we've gone along. But we have our Greatsword plus 10, doing 612 damage. We have our regular Drangleic Shield, Armor of Auroras, Aurora's Helm, Grave Gauntlets, and Pate's Trousers, Clarity 1, Royal Soldier 1, Second Dragon Ring, and Ring of Blades plus 1. And then we just got our stuff down here that we have on periodically. So I think I'm going to just level up. Actually, Stone Trader now sells everything, I think. Yes, she does. This will be here to buy later, so we'll just leave that until we really need it. I think I'm just gonna dump stuff into to leveling right now, because in the end that's the most costly thing.
Until hope has fully
Alright, so we have Vigor and Endurance each at 20. Vitality at 17. That's not bad. We don't need attunement for this build or in Faith. Adaptability is looking pretty good. Dex is looking pretty good. Strength needs a little bit more. We'll just do Strength and some Vitality. And maybe some adaptability there. So 50 Strength will boost up our Greatsword a little bit more. It'll do a little bit more damage. Yeah, as you can see, it does 5 more damage now, which isn't a lot, but every little bit helps. Let's see. Benhart, we continue his quest. We continue his quest right outside of one of the memories. So we gotta go talk to him before we do Giant Lord, and then he'll help us fight the Giant Lord. And that'll be boss 3 he helps us beat, and then he can help us beat Throne Watcher and Defender. Or Nishandra, one of those two. Or even Alana, but we're not going to let it get that far. So let's head over to Rune Fork Road. And I've decided what I'm going to do for this place, which is Belfray Luna, Undead Purg, and Belfray Soul. I'm going to go back to those places and do them all in one long video. Just before we go to fight Nash, Throne Wanderer, and or Throne Defender and Watcher and Aldia. I'll do all that in one video, and then we'll do that. We'll beat the game. We'll do a wrap up, and then we'll do some DLC action because DLCs are a whole other ball game. So anyway, Rune Fork Road, and we can get things kicked off with Aldia's Keep, which will be easily one video. We'll do Aldia and the boss all in one. Shouldn't take us that long. It's a very, very short area, and then we'll move right on to Dragonary, which actually we can skip Dragonary, but for the video we're gonna do it just so everybody can see what it looks like. So I'm gonna end the video here, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.